No, because I record the shows. They play them back.
You play back like on the computer and off the DVDs you already have.
No. I record them on VHS, and I'm recording stereo on the tape.
But they come back stereo.
They come back stereo.
Okay. Well, now we've done a dramatic experiment. We'll record this show.
Okay.
And you'll be on it, so you'll want to record your own show, and then you can turn it upside down, make it a negative image, and make a show out of it yourself.
There you go.
And we'll play it behind us.
Don't think I won't do it.
And it'll be us upside down and negative images behind us, and we'll run it like at fast speed, and we'll go.
Hey, you didn't? Did you do a 420?
Yeah.
Was that at 420?
Yeah.
Where was I?
You weren't here
Was
yet.
I not here yet?
In my van at 420.
You weren't here yet.
Oh, this is
we were here
myvan.com.
about like
yeah.
4:30.
This is my van. This was the only thing I did for a 420 roll was I rolled, but I can do another one.
I just feel left out.
Okay, all right, we'll do it again.
Okay.
We'll just like it looks like it never happened.
Well, it didn't
What's
for me.
the 420 roll?
Oh.
What's the 420 roll?
Yeah, what is the 420? All right,
Explain to the kiddies.
All right. I'm going to instigate. I'm probably going to instigate it for real for the first time next week, I think, because I can edit and make it all happen right now. You see what I mean? But I've been in the process of making it happen. So this week I'm just faking it. But the 420 roll is going to be. I'm going to roll it from 420 to 430, so it's going to be a little 10-minute segment of like what used to be Anarchy TV for me. I think you saw Anarchy TV. So it's going to be a little thing like I've lost the, how could I? Yeah.
Well, you get your Beatles CD. That's important.
It's not in there. It's in, I don't think. Maybe it is. What I'm looking for is the Trail Explorer, and I think it got put in a colored. Did I miss it? This is probably it right here. That's it. I've got too many of these. I need to get rid of some
You need a
of these.
secretary. No, you don't get rid of them. You just push them somewhere else.
That's what I did. I pushed them over there.
They've been officially pushed.
Yeah, you don't know. I've been pushing those somewhere else for a long time now. I've got that part down. Push it somewhere else. You subscribe to that too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I don't even have the time to get through them. You know what I mean? Woo. All right, now we're going to pretend like this is the 420 roll again. Okay, boys and girls, it's 420. Of course, if you're really watching the show and it's at nighttime, it's going to be 2, 3. It's going to be 3, 45 or something like that. But we can all pretend like it's. We can declare it 420. We work with temporal technologies here, right? So
we're mad in here. It's 420 again.
We're mad, I tell you. Yeah, indeed.
A very merry un-20.
Very merry. Go there. Okay, here we go. There it is. This is our 420 roll today. The mad scientist is rolling at 420. Watch the Trail Explorer. It's a bug.
I saw one of those.
Did you?
I moved here, it creeped me out. I've never seen
Did you see the one with the lighthouses the other day? Oh, I love that.
He's got a lighthouse on one of the pictures.
I don't remember the name of the Coca-Cola or something.
Coca-Cola?
That's it. It was really good.
Mm-hmm. I think that might be the one he shows. That one?
Yes.
Where's that?
Outer Banks.
All right, how about it? And we're back.
Yay.
Ta-da! How about that? I've learned how to work this little thing with the buttons and stuff. You know what? It's actually hard to throw a tea party and work the buttons.
Yeah,
And-
you
and
need
stuff.
somebody else to.
It's hard to keep up with all of it. It really is, and keep the tea brewing and the conversation going, and and I often
Get it going.
leave one. I
Honey's
often
done.
miss one for the other somehow. You know what I mean?
Hot honey.
All right, now what did I decide I was going to do? I was going to do patterns.
That's my
Patterns.
80s honey ad.
There you go. You're good now. It works now, doesn't it?
Wild honey pie.
Drip, 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 drip. Gurgle, gurgle. Watch that
Is it
thing.
bad?
No.
No.
Is it?
He's just
I
dramatic.
just.
He's
Just
afraid of his
imagine-
own honey
You
power.
make it sound like you know your father.
She's got your number there, doesn't she?
Yep, number 9.
You think that maybe that'll help it? Has that helped it? It might not have been enough money to do any good, did it?
What did you mix the two?
I just been making a
Mad Scientist brew.
brew.
You're mad. You're mad.
He's brewing it up. Let's see. I'm not even sure. Oh yeah, I think I know what I put in. Oh, there it is.
It sort of tastes like Dorchester.
Have you tasted a town before?
Yeah, that's a city. Dorchester? It's not a pretty place.
Okay.
It sort of tastes like Dorchester. So you got plenty of sugar cubes now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
These are cute.
Unless they're wet, yeah.
Just gotta loosen them up.
Here. Now we have
Ooh.
new wallpaper. This is my wallpaper. You've seen my wallpaper before. That is
I love it though.
that is the band whose name I can't say on the air. The last part of their name is Surfers. Do you know who they are?
You talking about Butthole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
Electric Larry
Good
Lee.
song.
This was a show I did with them. This was the first show I did with them, as a matter of fact, and they were very surprising.
Yeah.
There were a lot of surprises in that show.
Were they down here?
It was at the club I ran in Atlanta called the Metroplex. They lived with me for 2 weeks
Cool.
in Atlanta, and then and they were going to rent the warehouse across the street, and then they found a brick house in Athens, Georgia, and they rented that, and that was the first place, really like place to stay that they had in for.
Want some candy? Cosmic Chemical and a whole bunch more.
She'll do that.
Should have left the basket here. You could refill it.
I know she just went overboard for trick or treat, didn't she? What?
Milky Way Dark.
Reese's
That's what I'm after. I'm getting all the dark.
I see 2 of them.
There won't be any left when I'm through. I'm just teasing. There might be some left, but you'll be lucky. You might find one.
What, the Reese's?
No, the Milky Way Dark.
Oh.
Here.
Oh my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Someone made out like a bandit on Halloween.
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
So is anybody
I
watching?
need to learn how to do that robotic dance. It works pretty cool. What?
It was just okay. I didn't know which one you were doing.
No, because on the screen my jacket's like working. Drop one of those in your tea. Chocolate tea. No?
No.
Right. Oh my lord.
I like the dark.
Dark is the best.
Where'd I see it? There it is. I just want one of those. Where should I put the bag? Over here? That'll work.
Or maybe we should take it back out to Jonathan. I don't know. If you want this bag of candy, Jonathan, you can come back and get it.
Nobody's moving.
And we're gonna go over when our show is over. We're gonna keep recording and do an extension, which is like extra tracks for the nighttime.
Bonus
version.
footage.
Bonus footage in the nighttime tracks.
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
I think so, because that means it's never been seen before, and yet it's old. Or something like that.
I have one here.
Never been live.
This one right here has never been aired.
This is a collector's item. How long ago?
Months ago.
Seriously?
Hmm. It's a full Tea Party, never been aired.
Wow. And it's in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to duplicate it right
What
now.
will you do?
I should have made duplicates, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yes.
This is a band. Well, it was a band called. It's different now, but it was a band on there called the Night Porters from Atlanta, and I had their last gig, and then they broke up, and then they came back together. And this is them on their next on their reunion gig, or when they got back together as a band called Driving and Crying.
Oh.
And that was
Oh,
Are they the
Driving
same?
Crying.
The same
Oh,
lineup
they,
as before?
they changed a couple of members.
Okay.
They might have lost one and added two or something like that, you know. And that's the Tombstone Tales now. And that's the patterns that I was fast forwarding to get to,
That's cool.
which is, you know, my wallpaper project.
Do you know who does this really good? There's a bunch of artists over at Illuminata or Illuminati or whatever. And they posted these 6-minute pieces on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They've got all kinds of these kaleidoscopic patterns that they do base with music, but you can strip the music off, and it would probably look really, really nice on here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should give them a call and see if they can send us a roll.
Where are they located?
Right down on Haywood.
Oh,
Yeah. In fact, the other ones that I bought the projector from, DLP projector. I have a Duquesne.
oh yeah.
It was out of a. Now the words are gone again. A planetarium.
All right.
And it's really nice. It's got like 50 inputs in it.
50 inputs.
Yeah.
For what?
Anything. I mean, like your TV, your DV cam, your anything.
Mm.
It's just
Video
really. We used it for a wallpaper project party,
Wow.
and everybody was just
Oh,
going
you talking
nuts
about
with
the
it.
projector?
My projector.
Dun, dun, dun. I think we should take it out on the road. Run it off of like a large car battery or something.
Are we going off?
No, I'm just looking.
Something's buzzing.
Is there a CD runner down there? Oh, I hear that.
Oh, is that the sound that you got in there?
No, it's not in here.
Oh, what did? Somebody's buzzing. Did
Every now and
you,
then.
Might be coming.
do you get a short from your horn?
I don't think so. No, it's up in here.
No?
Something's just vibrating. That would drive me nuts.
What?
Kind of sounds like a refrigerator noise. I don't know.
That's wild. It's got.
I mean, it's louder than regular loud.
It's coming from everywhere.
Listen to it.
It's weird. Watch out, it's gonna blow.
Well, it's
Oh,
coming
guess
from the
what?
broadcast. What is it? The viewer?
Is it really coming from? No way.
There.
Oh, is the sound coming from that?
Yeah, these have little speakers in them,
Those are cool.
and they're not hooked up to anything.
They just like
And
monitor.
these things just have a mind of their own as well.
I love them. We could probably have a gallery of like 100 of those going with something different in each one.
How much do those run for? Separate?
100
$100
bucks.
a piece.
Yeah. And they can hook up to pretty much anything, or do you need something else to run them?
Well,
Like any AV cable would do it. That's cool. That'd be nice to take one of those out on the road.
I recommend that you go with one just a little
That's
bit
nice.
larger.
Yeah.
That's what I've found is the little bit larger one is better to work with. That's just a little too small to.
That's fun too. I like that. It's got the DVD right in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not overly chunky. It's not too much bigger than a regular Walkman.
As opposed to an irregular rock.
Something like that. So is that the official 6, or is that a fake 6?
That's the thing that means that our show should be. We should probably wave goodbye. I probably should.
Put the
I should
green.
probably put the effects on and there we go. And now we can say we can wave goodbye. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, and I'll make it just insane. Keep smiling until then. You may notice that I can't sing.
Actually, I like
Did you want to come in and wave goodbye at 6 o'clock?
I have no idea where Jonathan is, and he needs to do. Can the interns do switchovers?
He just came in.
Is
He's not hiding in one of those rooms right there. 'Cause he
yeah?
just
Hand me
came
that
up and
candy.
dropped
Do you
down
know? Do you know who Kurt is? The other guy. Talk to Kurt. He knows how to do the switch. I think.
Okay.
He was just trained on. It's a new. We have a new system, and nobody knows how to do the switch anymore, except maybe me.
I like your glasses right now.
Oh, my glasses.
his are
Oh, his glasses
Oh,
are good.
3D.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, your glasses.
I can't
catch
stay
them.
still though. There we go. Ow, ow,
Ow! Ow! Ow!
It didn't hurt.
Wow. All right. Well, here, y'all carry on some conversation, and I'll run in here and do a switch if need be. I think I can do
All
that.
right. And I will return in a moment. So.
Oh, you're gonna leave me all alone? Okay. Well,
That's kind of cool though.
Thursday nights, 11:30 p.m. TheWallpaperProject.com. .com.
Black. There we go. All right. All right. But we don't have to stop. We can do
We're
the.
still going.
We can do the late night version. That means we can cuss if you want to.
I wouldn't effing do that.
No, we don't have to do that.
No, but you could.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Constitution. I saw that word.
Wow. I don't know. Is there any tea left? Probably. Cause, oh, yeah. Lots
Yeah.
of tea in there. I probably should pull that out. It's probably just sitting there with it bitter, isn't it?
It's getting potent.
I'm probably just making the tea bitter. There we go. Probably what they call tepid by now. But we have all this wonderful candy, which
You probably should. Oh, did you find out the results of those tests from the other day? Or whatever.
of like my sugar levels and
Yeah.
stuff. I didn't go yet.
Oh. Well, good. Because if there's any problems, you won't know about it.
I don't know about it.
But
Exactly.
it didn't happen. It's like that tree that didn't fall. Nobody heard it.
Yeah. Well, so far.
I mean, you don't have any weird reactions to it. I mean, you haven't had a instance.
Well, right now,
I mean, this isn't helping.
no. Don't anybody tell my doctor.
Nope.
Don't anybody tell my doctor she'll fuss at me.
Well, tell him you can't go off chocolate. You're on the tea party.
Oh. We're still all psychedelicized here.
Wow. Yeah, we can't look that way anymore. Wow. Look. Oh,
Can't
it's gone.
look that way anymore.
No, because we're not on there.
Oh, there we go.
Wah, wah. Did you know a Norman Hunter?
No, I don't
He was
think
from
so.
Atlanta, and then he was from North Carolina. I got to meet him. He was a record buyer
Uh-huh.
for a record bar and Peaches.
Oh,
You remember Norman?
Norman.
Ooh.
you okay? You know, okay. There was a Wax and Facts.
Waxy Maxie.
No, there was Wax
Oh.
and Facts down in Atlanta, and then back behind Atlanta was the people that were on the phone. But back behind Wax and Facts, and like sort of upstairs, I think you could go through the record store and get up there, but you would also go around the building and go in the back door that's in little 5 points. And they used to be the guys in there on their desks on the phone selling the records.
Right.
You know.
Like a boiler room.
Yeah, and
Right.
I can't remember what they were called. They weren't Wax and Facts. They were something else. And it was so crazy because I was in there pushing records to them to push to their stores that they were selling to, and I had the records in cases in the trunk of my car. I had cases of records for them, but I had to ship them to their New York office.
So they can get them?
Because they had to be received in New York, right? And you know, the last thing you want to do with cases of records is ship them anywhere. And so they would make me ship the records to New York so that they could ship them back to the guys in Atlanta who then would sell them down. I mean, most of our sales were local. I was working local bands, you know.
Defeats the purpose of.
Yeah, and I had the discs in the back of the car, you know, but they couldn't buy them. They had to be received in New York and shipped back to Atlanta.
Corporate.
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember my memory is not good anymore. I have trouble with my memory.
Do you have? Did you ever do a journal kind of thing? So
It's all
they're gone
lost.
forever.
Mm-hmm. Did you do a journal?
No, mine's gone forever. If I don't remember it, it's gone.
Stashed up somewhere.
Well, I was once told that if you write it down, it's self-incriminating.
Probably. Makes sense.
Depends on what you write down.
So
doesn't it?
edit what you write, I guess.
If you write the good stuff, you know.
Kind of like the whole thing that we saw for the diary and Frank. She started having to edit it because they were going to take all the diaries. So if it was found,
Do you believe she had a bunch of other journals besides the journal?
Mm-hmm.
And near the end, she dropped her journal, the journal, and she had all these other extra ones that her aunt found.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a law, or like taking your home away and all that stuff. They did.
so that you're not allowed to.
You
have
weren't
diaries.
allowed to write diaries or journals, and they were taking those away. So she was able to hold. So she had to get rid of all the other
I believe it
ones
was the
and
grandmother
edit
held
what
on
she
to it.
wanted to keep in the one. So it wasn't complete. It didn't have everything that she ever had. I mean,
So, you
So she had to
wonder where the
self-edit her
lost
own
pages,
thoughts.
Yeah. Well, she was editing it, so so it wasn't incriminating later down the road.
but still,
But how many of those haven't surfaced?
I'm sure they're all
They were
destroyed by
probably
now.
destroyed.
A long time ago, probably
Very
immediately.
Yeah.
But they were saying when they did grab everybody's everything, this area, I'm picturing a road like next to a park.
Mm-hmm.
It was knee deep in these kind of things,
Mm-hmm.
personal, and mostly things that had been written about their experiences during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't
That's
have
all
much
gone
else to
forever.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, they were hiding out most of the time. They didn't really have much else to do. So, they said that they had to, walk the streets at night just to hide and
Mm-hmm.
My
be like nocturnal.
my grandfather, he was from Sicily, and he was nabbed.
Mm-hmm.
He had tattoos right here, and we never knew the whole story.
Mhm.
In fact, when I was growing up, I never knew any of the story.
He didn't talk about it.
Never.
Mm.
This was one of the things where, right around the time my mom was passing away, which I didn't know was happening, she used to say things like, "Don't worry, when so and so passes away, I'll tell you what that's all about."
Oh, and then she passed away, and she didn't tell
It's
you.
like all these secrets. I don't know anything that happened about my past. I mean,
Mhm.
it's like I got nothing to hand down to her.
Mhm.
You get nothing. You have to make up your own.
I guess. That can be kind of fun.
Well, she can say, and then my father, he said, "I have nothing for you."
Well, it's true. You used it
But you-
already.
Thanks for remembering.
But you have a lot of stories from your times
Actually,
in the music business.
Yeah,
and stuff.
actually,
But
Morris Levy used to call our house every morning to make sure that the little one was all right.
oh, good.
He did. His birthday was shortly after mine in August.
Mhm.
It was 2 days off,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one year that he was especially proud to have a birthday party for himself.
Mhm.
So we went to the steakhouse in Framingham, Mass,
Mm-hmm.
and he stood at the doorway, and symbolically had a bowl of strawberries.
Uh-huh.
These are big strawberries.
Like I said, they were like,
They were huge. And he goes over, he bends down, he goes over to Marsha and says, "Your name's Marsha, and you're coming to my birthday party. I want to invite you to have a good time." And he's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody with that stature does not do something like that. He was really, really, really good with children.
Mm-hmm.
And he just symbolically stood there, and she held on to it, and she's like, "Do I eat it?" He said, "Take a bite." So she took a bite, but she's allergic to strawberries, so
well,
she.
no, I can have
Well,
strawberries,
you still turn.
It's just
red.
artificial. Oh, I did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, because I've had one or two, but I won't overdo it now because I'm afraid. But
But these were huge. But I thought that was very impressive for somebody of his stature to do that.
Well, I want to know how it is that you and I, who have, both of us, been around a little bit in the business and stuff like that, how is it that we've not managed to amass a fortune? Have you noticed this?
Because we helped everybody else.
Have you noticed this?
Yes, I did. Look where we are. We're doing free programming. Come on.
That's what.
and how come I didn't inherit
Are-
some of this? Come
Are
on.
are we just that stupid? Is that just what it is? That
We were the people behind the people behind the people.
yeah,
You know?
right.
We were the stepladder on the room.
when they fight the little people.
But you know what? At the same time, you can walk the streets without getting
Mugged.
anything.
Well, that
And
may
you
be
got
true.
some pretty damn good stories to tell that you can share.
That may be true.
So that's good too.
That may be true.
But I mean, I was glad to know the people I knew. The thing is, I miss breaking the bands. You know?
I miss like having you when we got to go see Tom Petty and go backstage.
Oh, that was cool. He had the
A blow-up
into the
tree.
great wide open, right?
And
And
the alligators coming out with the silver platters, walking out of this blow up tree like the ones the kids